Hey everybody, welcome. It is time for some magic. It is time for Innistrad. Time to do some more drafting. So yeah, planning on doing, like, unless the first one goes super long, we're gonna do a pair of drafts tonight. So honestly, I'll probably do a pair of drafts regardless. That's kind of the plan. New set and all that. So, it's always exciting, new set. The first week of a new set being out is always like a very wild frontier, you know? It's unknown territory. Everybody has their ideas, everybody has thoughts on what's best, but maybe, you know, there's always something to learn, something to see. It's exciting. You know, a draft format a month later down the line when it's solved is a very different thing. I played a lot of Innistrad, original Innistrad, and original Innistrad on release for the first 2 months, again, way back before, like, how much play happens these days on Arena. But there's so much more numbers these days that get, like, scoured. So, but, like, back in that time of early Innistrad, first month, let's say, was such a wildly different format compared to what current Innistrad looks like, even though no cards have changed. You know, now we know if you're looking at Innistrad, you're looking to, one of the most powerful things you can do is focus down on heroes, humans. It almost is sort of heroic in the Theros sense. But, you know, you have the power of the overwhelming presence of the travel prep style deck that plays based on a lot of really key white and green commons and how deep those commons can be. You have a synergy that you might have spotted at the edges when you were playing initially, but there's no card that tells you to draft Runic Repetition and Memory's Journey, you know? Until you see that happen for the first time, you don't feel it. But then all of a sudden you notice the infinite's there. You know, you read Knot of the Bone for the first time, and Knot of the Bone is a just, like, very, like, low tier nothing card. But what if it gains you 12 points to life for free? What if you can do it 1,000,000,000 times? You know, so, and that was before the era of Innistrad proper was still a little early compared to our current draft era. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that our current era of how drafts work starts close to Magic Origins. And specifically, the piece that makes Magic Origins stand out in my mind is that Magic Origins is what I think of when I think of the set that has 10 signpost uncommons. You know, here is what blue-red does. It makes Thopter tokens. Here is what green-white does. Here is what, like you know, each color combination gets a little stick in the ground saying, this is your plan. And that's where we, in a lot of formats, not all of them, have kind of come to. Innistrad now, for instance, there are a pair of uncommons now in color combinations. So in black-red, you have the Vampire Lord that wants damage And you have the Hellspark Elemental flashback card to pair up with it. You have Lightning Helix, not Lightning Helix, and you've got the Day-Night Cycler. You've got pile of green-white tokens, and what's the other green-white uncommon? Oh no. My mind just didn't give me the name of the card anyway. So, but yeah. But Innistrad proper predates that style. There still are uncommons in color combinations. Spider spawning, for instance, is one of them. But there were a flashback cycle. Memories Journey, Spider spawning, Rally, etc. President Arc, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. But yeah, anyway, we are now here. That frontier only lasts about a week before numbers catch up with it. Because Arena, with the advent of Arena, so much more Magic is not just played, but recorded. And so you start getting this massive feedback that tells you, blue is the thin color in this format, or Rakdos is the deep color in this, deep pockets in this format. Rakdos, that was what a lot of the D&D set turned out to be. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, we're still in the early days. There is data, but at 4 days, I'm willing to call it incomplete. Or at least only suggestive. Perhaps correct, but anyway. It's time to jump on in now that I've kind of rattled on about Innistrad for a while. We're going to go ahead and jump on into Midnight Hunt, and as I said, I plan on a pair of these. Data and I agree on Organ Hoarder being ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, weird. The cantripping blue 3-power creature that also graveyard fills is, yeah, I agree too. So, have you played the set yet? It was his first time running into it. We played 2 drafts yesterday. We streamed 2 drafts yesterday, and then another draft on Saturday, which you can go see the results of. I believe it was a 7-2, 0372. Is that what we ended up? Oh my god, hold on. Yo, this is the easiest first pick in my life. Brutal Cathar is like Fiend Hunter. Fiend Hunter was white 1, come into play, remove a creature from play, when it leaves play, return it. Brutal Cathar here comes to play, exiles the creature, and then also does it again on the flip. On the flip back. Also, 3/3 first strike that's hard to target. Easy. Other cards of note in this pack. Infernal Grasp, easy removal. Super strong. Kill anything. Scab Wrangler gets the job done. Odric's Outrider's fine. There's not a lot of go wide. But there's not as much go wide as I like. I like the Shadow Beast setting. Anyway, let's Brutal Cathar. Let's see what we can pick up to make white look real. Yo, what's up? You ever like frogs? Okay. Sadly, nothing stands out in this pack. There's nothing hugely powerful In red, there's nothing super big in white. The cut purse is like a bad, like, is fine, but like, hmm. Cool frog's a cool frog. Sure, cool frog. I don't think cool frog's right. I think green might be. Alright, Gavity Silversmith gets the job done. Search party captain. I like the idea of Splash Cool Frog. I think I like Silversmith more than the other cards here. Silversmith, out of all the... We played all three of these last night, and Silversmith was the one that was the most beating in the world. So... Are you the 4th Age Ska Revival? Wait, are we at 4th Age or 5th Age? How many Ska Revivals are we at? Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh, you gotta know this one. So let's just Sanctifier, Gavany Trapper, Soul Guide Griff. Got some green that looks fine here too. 1-4, trust me. Tap target creature. This tapper is so poor compared to the Abyssinian Priest we used to get in these sets. I miss Abyssinian Priest. Soul Guide Griff is fine. Yes, M21 had this card, but like it couldn't. This one being able to pump itself matters a lot. Hmm. Recoil, Fallen Hope, Defiant Blessing, Startle, the Delver, Recoil Creeper. What do you do? Tap for any color. Cast Graveyard Shenanigans. Kind of funny that that's like our setup there. Sure, why not? This could be... Oh, join the dance. That's a good thing to be in there. Commando's good. Silversmith. Okay, white looks open as hell. It's weird. I have these blue-green cards, and I've got white is open as hell. Let's keep picking up our Silversmiths. We'll find our early drops later. Lunark Veteran and Cathar Commando are both really good. Cathar Commando is real sweet. Trapper, Candle, Trap. That one does just fine. This is actually really good removal. Moon Silver Key is funny because it's very bad, but picks up some... Yeah, it tutors, like, some strange cards, but, like, we're in limited. It ain't doing anything. Like, it's way too expensive for what it does in limited. Target creature... Fight... Okay, whatever. Flip of the switch. Light up the night. Light up the night. There is a city that its darkness can't hide. Channel Beast. These are both fine, but I think green is probably what we're going with this. Griff is an annoying stat line, yeah. Don't worry about these two. They're not real. The Rude Coil Creeper probably shouldn't have even been the pick, but I've been tempted by Frog. Like, the idea of Frog copying a Silversmith. Yes, please. Cool. I got back a search party captain. Alright. So here's the trick. Our deck's got top end for days. As far as like the aggro deck goes, I would take more Silversmiths. We need this. We need bodies early. We need ones, twos, and threes. So let's fill those out in pack 2. Find ourselves some nice, good aggressive cards, aggressive creatures. Get moving on in. Sure. Sanctifier is fine. Actually has a drawback with Cathar, because we never wanted to be Knight when that card comes in. Blessed Defiance is a card I'm playing as a one-of. The +2/+0 lifelink is cool, but it needs another keyword to be like a real trick. Otherwise, it's just making that 1/1 white spirit token. I don't want 2 of that. Oh! Uh-huh. Yeah. Alright. Yep. Nope. Cool. Yeah, this deck's sweet. Cathar Commando, you're talking my language. We want 2 drops. 2 drops pretty big. Are we gonna count the Cathars 1, 2, and 3? If we count the Cathars 1, 2, and 3. Pestilent Wolf is also a good pick here. Harvest-Tide Sentry is a good pick. And even the Bramble Armor to be a good get around. Yeah, so this is a good 2. We want good 2s. Hound Tamer is a 3, and it's a very good 3. This is a 3/3 for 3 with trample and a mana outlet, and then it becomes a 4/4 for 4 trample that has the same mana outlet. As the front part of the Cathar a May? No, but its opponents. Sad to pass this troop here. This is actually a pretty cool one because it's sort of similar to Lunark. Like, it's not quite the same, but I like Hound Tamer a little too much. Unruly Mob probably gets the job done here. Want to have a Flare of Faith over that Blessed Defiance in the deck. Harvest-Tide Sentry is cool. Probably fine with an Unruly Mob. It's not the 2 I want, but it's... Yeah, it's probably fine to have. Another one of you. You're not real here. Alright, let's take out the not real cards. Another Griff. Sun Gold Barrage. Silverbolt. Wow, that's cool as hell. Wow. That's a neat one. I think I want 1 copy of Sun Gold Barrage in the deck. Rise the Ants, Bird Admirer. Am I fine admiring birds? Probably. Rise the Ants is too big. Dawnheart Rejuvenator's ramp that we're not trying to do. There we go. Wow. You know, I was talking about, Cathar Commando being, like, kind of a better, Kasali Pride Mage. But this is way better than a Kasali Pride Mage. Holy shit. Damn. So it has Pride Mage effect on a 2/2. And then on flip, it does it on attack. Oof. So, nice enchantment hate for like Candle Trap / Trapped in the Gates. Unruly Mob 2 gets in here. Again, not sold on this unless we get a couple copies that'll make some 1/1s. But I'd like to replace these with some better 2s. We want a high... I want one of these out of here. I want a higher density of 2s and 1s. Bounding Wolf, Bird Admirer. Damn, this is like that same pack again. Harvest-Tide Sentry, alright. This thing's interesting in that, like, it trades really low, but once it's on, it has to trade really high. So, if we can get the Coven going there, that's nice. I'll take 1 Home's Courage, 1 more Sentry. Wow, that was a Harrier. Someone's getting last pick? Damn. Alright. You count the Cathars 1, 2, and 3. Shit. Alright, fine. Hey, hold on. Huh. That's very dumb. Ambitious Farmhand is really good. Cannon Grover Witch is really good. Captain's fine. Morning Patrol's fine. Am I feeling the Cathar's Call? That's makes the one really mobs look a lot better. I'm gonna try this out. You got a lot of white that should come back in there. Light up the night. There was a city that this darkness can't hide. Somebody's gonna light up the night. Well, somebody's red deck is gonna be hell because they're gonna lighten up the night. Plus, you know, they're getting all the songs. That's strong stuff. That means they're probably another. Cathar. I'm gonna pick up a search party captain. Ooh, Timberland Guide's also not a bad choice. Morning Patrol. I think we're at a sizable amount of 2s, which is the important bit. If I see some 1s, I think I'll pick those up a little more. Lunarch Veteran. Better than another Commando. Wake to Slaughter. Let's get a Veteran going so we got something here. Another Disturbed body. Another body that can attack for, like, card draw. I don't want too many Lunarch Veterans, but hey, buddy. Not really excited about anything in here. It's fine. See, I just see Cathar's Call and think like, and that human. Nice art. I'm thinking Presence of God, but you still get to use the creature. Bird Admirer is probably also out here. Nothing really big here. Looks like our deck is basically finished up because we've got somebody next to us kind of sifting up the last of our picks. Oh, well, alright. That's one final hurrah. And another Candle Grove Witch to finish things out over the Surge Party Captain 3. Yeah, this is fine. I like Howl of the Hunt as a trick because it's like a Feral Invocation, I think was the name of this trick in Innistrad, and it was fine. This is a lot better than, oh my god. Huh. Search Party, Candle Grove 3, Search Party 3. Morning Patrol 1? Shit. Captain. My mirror's pretty bad. Alright. Alright. Time to build this out. Obviously, we passed up a couple picks that were, like, super useful. Brutal Cathar, Cathar's Call, Silversmiths, Search Party Captains, Griff, Island Liberator. I don't think we admire too many birds. Get big. Howl of the Hunt's a good trick. And then Am I fine on this, or do I want, like, Homestead Courage or... Kind of like Homestead Courage. Not sure if I want to go 16 land or if I want to cut out like one of our twos. Mono white as an option. Let me take a look at that just to satisfy that question. It's like this. Maybe play one of those bears. Only one removal? You kidding me? Have you seen Brutal Cathar? So losing mono green, we lose basically Outland, Tamer, Shadow Beast, and like our tricks get a little worse because I don't have Howl. That's basically what I'm paying for here. So yeah, it's like these three are the three that I think we lose. That I like. This is... Alright, how many twos do I actually have? 5? I don't like our curve. Problem is, it's not a lot of green cards. Hmm. 6 green cards, 7 forests, drop the curve down to 16 lands. And so, again, I don't think this deck's doing well enough if I cut out all these Harvest Tide Sentries. That's the problem. We need attackers early for this deck to function, especially for, like, the Search Party Captains to be real. Like, we need to be able to curve out on, like, to 2 to 3. And then, like, do that. The mana base sucks, the problem here. But, like, we also have some really bottom barrel cards as our last ones. That's fine. Alright, beef. I mean, we can just do this instead, you know? Sure. That outcome is fine by me. So I kind of hope they attack here. Alright, that's a lot of land there, bud. I think the answer is actually Gavany Silversmith itself. Now, you want to trade your front half of your flyer for the back half of mine? I'm cool with that. And hopefully this is just make a 2-2 from Grave. Pass is actually a pretty dangerous play. Yeah, sure, boss. You got it, boss. You got it, boss. Well, the flying there for Coven wouldn't matter because this thing flew anyway, but... Alright, one card in hand. Alright, Yep. That's fine by me because we get a counter on mob and then we get to draw. Nice. A lot of power in the pocket. This is nice. Sure. 1-2 flyer. Not super doing a lot. They must have another card they want. Second Mind Route would be pretty back-breaking right now. Alright, how are we attacking here? Can't fly. Might just play a Liberator, pass, leave up Cathar Commando. I don't like attacking here. Something tells me it's just not right. They have like a startle or something. Decayed. Sure. You can make all the decayed tokens you want. I'm at 21. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Again, I don't really care. Passing's still a reasonably powerful thing they can do. Alright. I still don't have the dang flying power there, but that's okay. I think this is fine. Unruly Mob is going to start getting way out of hand way fast. Okay. Alright. Let's boogie. Oh, fuck. Sure. Uh... If I attack all out, I put you to 6. It's not really good enough. The longer I wait, the worse this gets. Okay, that puts Mob up to fight with Dog. Yeah, I'll take some damage, I don't care. Mob can now trade with Dog if need be. And I have a... Yep, cool. And a Delver. You got it. This is where drawing our Brutal Cathar would be really strong. Just get the Hound off the table. If we waited one more turn, I don't think we would have had the bodies. Pretty sure here it's put Mob to 7, put Silversmith to 3, and in with everyone. I'm gonna kill your looting thing rather than kill your werewolf. I don't want them to draw out of this situation. Alright. Because we still have the problem of, like, my life total if they actually connect. Unruly Mob is now the Abyss. which is pretty nice. Yeah. So, top deck. They can't attack here. They'll die. Do I wait one turn, or do I just get this off the town? That's 9. Don't like giving this opponent time. Alright, if I attack all out, what happens? I die. If I attack all out, I die. That sucks. Don't mind me, just thinking about my lines. I don't like giving them a turn here. Yeah, they would hit me back for 15. Okay, that loots for them. So that's good. If they play a second spell, they flip their Shifting Predator back, which is quite bad for them. Ooh, okay. Gain some life. Okay. Oh my god. Well, what's all out look like now? They're at 5, so not good. Give us that idiot vigilance. That might have been worth pushing. Oh. Oh, fuck. 2 activations. Okay. Super awkward now. We're too deep in the deck to ask for anything anymore. The 3/1 is blockable by 2 of their creatures they control. That also gets them their Dreadhound triggers. I might be dead next... I might only have one turn left here. I need to draw removal for Dreadhound, so I just need to draw... Because I'm going to go to 9. They all out. Six, 5, 4. No, they're not quite. They don't quite have me dead. I have one turn left. Okay. It's a sort of irrelevant body. It can't block ground creatures. It can only block flyers. One short of a siege zombie. They're doing math. They might have me dead. I think they might have me dead here. I have 2 cards in hand, so they might not try to go an all out here. They might try to play it safe because I'm holding too many. Nope. Oh, fuck. All right. Four, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, and like, I don't have the bodies anymore. How'd you get off? Yeah, we just don't have the bodies because we take like minimum 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I had the lifelink trick, we'd be doing it. But yeah, I don't think there was ever a window where we had enough to push. That sucks. Dreadhound gets the job done. My hope was finding a way to remove it, but... oh well.
I'd like to know some fun notes and numbers about
Oh, hello.
this set, Midnight Hunt.
What do you got?
Well, 30% of the creatures in it are humans, I think. 29.2%. That's it.
Well, I mean, like, werewolves, like, make that
Werewolves do count, yes.
Doc is... hold on, let me adjust... let me adjust Doc down a bit.
Fair enough.
That was too much.
Now, it's worth noting, though, you remove every single werewolf from the number, and there's still more humans than any other creature type in all of, by far. It's because it's still like 60 of them.
Yeah.
It's just a surprising percentage, considering in the previous Innistrad sets, the numbers were a little bit more... The human percentage was smaller, even ignoring werewolves.
Well, that was purposeful as well, right? Like,
yes.
That was, like, sort of the point. Alright, what do we got? So we got, whenever an on-target creature dies, make a decayed zombie. Are all the disturbed spirits humans too?
That might be the case. However, again, even if you remove all of the werewolves and all of the spirits, it's still higher. It's just rare for them to have such a prominent creature type in general, I think.
I think that's a side effect of this being a plane with, like, 0 fantasy race, right?
Yeah, probably.
Like, there's like, you know, none. It's all,
There's no goblins here. No goblins, no elves,
Yeah.
right? Like straight up.
Yeah, you don't have like generic fantasy race. All right.
Also, there are more double-faced cards in this one than there have been in any previous Innistrad set, and in fact, more in the entirety of the first Innistrad block combined.
Well, that's definitely due to how, like...
Because Avacyn Storm didn't have any at all, and Dark Ascension was a small set, so...
Yeah. And this is also a set that has a flashback as a, you know, effectively flashback as a transform card, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They've been trying for 20 years to get creature flashback, you know. It's been a long-standing, you know, thing to worry about. Okay, all right.
Only 13 zombie creatures, but there are 11 different things that produce zombies as well. There's a lot of incidental zombies in there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of the little decayed zombies all over this set.
Just so y'all know, this is a little spreadsheet that Zorak made because he was just kind of bored about working on this at some point, and I'm just reading off from it.
I just got obliterated.
That's rough.
Wait. Yeah, I still have a billion health. And you're just killing your tokens. Alright, let's go... Silversmith, pump you... Pump you. Get in. The water rares. The rule of first picking is that you never draw your first pick.
Yeah.
Our first pick in pack 1 was also the same as our first pick in pack 2.
There's like a 25% chance it'll ever show up in any of these games. Then.
Yeah, we even have 2 of them.
Across all of it total.
Yes. Across all games we have, yeah. Yeah, but my opponent had the destroy target 4 toughness degraded creature, and I went for a 4/4 flyer. What?
Ah, rough.
What are you doing? Still wish we were in the world with multiple frog exile Cathar's? Buddy, you're...
That's a bad trade.
That's
a 1/1 for a 2/3. It's not...
Like, don't even... Yeah, I guess. Like, you get a 2/2 for the... Actually, no, this flies. I'm not even letting you cycle this.
Oh, they might actually have been trying to trick you into doing that. Okay.
So this now will kill the enchantment on attack. By the way, this card is like Kasali Pride Mage on the front, but rather than having Exalted, it becomes a 3/3 that also kills shit on the back. So
seems pretty good.
Yeah, gets the job done.
But when it comes to actually this set in general, I have no idea what any of it is or what it's like at all.
It's still too early for me to, you know, be able to tell you what we're looking at. We've had strong success with... Oh, yeah, here, by the way, here's a 1-mana 2/2 draw card. Yeah, we've had strong success with like black white like pile of cards. I don't know how to best describe like what specifically. I'm sorry, not black white, black blue. Like black blue, just like has very good synergy with making the zombie tokens and spending them. I'm still not killing your dude.
Black blue being zombies makes sense. The zombie colors, so in Innistrad.
All right, the switch picks up.
They're dead next turn,
Yeah.
and they display their okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You crushed their bones.
Bones. But yeah, we had that. We had a Rakdos aggro deck, which was cursed by Kavanaugh.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. Okay, so you drew nothing but lands.
I played 13 lands in that goddamn deck, and we had an average of 8.
What? Kavanaugh, your curse is so unfortunately real. And
Like, I might have been an average. It was like 6-8-8 or something like that in our games. It was like, what is this garbage?
So what, did your care like cap out at 3?
We had 3 drops, a billion 2s, and a billion 1s. It was just...
Okay, that makes sense then.
It capped at 3, nothing above it.
I really like that should by all means be an effective counterplay against Kavanaugh's curse. But it's just too strong.
Yeah, so we went 0-3 with that, and then we went 7-0 with Ooh, this looks nice. Oh! They're finally goddamn here.
Oh, there he is.
So our first pick here is Brutal Goddamn Cathar, which...
3 mana 2/2 with... When this creature enters the battlefield or transforms into Brutal Cathar, exile target creature. And... Oh, wow. this repeats itself?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Uh-huh. So...
what does Daybound mean? I don't even know that.
Okay, so Daybound and Nightbound are like pseudo keywording.
Oh, the
Day Night
0. Okay, gotcha. All right, I understand then.
It's not exactly the same. There are
Right.
technical differences.
So they did not errata the old cards to have Daybound and
So
Nightbound.
for instance, this comes into play on the side that's Day Night. Like Day Night is now a cycle. So like it becomes day when the first one comes in, and now Day Night will swap on every turn. Day Night now also only cares about turn player spell count.
Okay.
So I can't trade with the Cathar, but I can...
I do really appreciate that they printed on Unruly Mob in every single Innistrad set, basically.
Yeah.
It's a nice, fine card in and of itself, and it feels very appropriate.
So they missed a land drop, so I want them to miss a spell. That's their 3. Fight spell on Cathar. Fight spell on Cathar. Yeah. What's the plus on the fight spell? It's like pit fight, and then it gets a +1/+1 counter if something is happening. Oh, Coven? That's useless. Also, Day-Night transformations happen before untap. And then if they trigger things, if they trigger anything, they'll trigger it beginning of upkeep because you can't have triggers during untap.
Right.
But like, what it means is that like you can't respond with a shock in there, you know?
Okay.
Okay, they probably are gonna fight down. Might have been best to just let things flip here, but Unruly Mob on this board also looks good. Okay. I think they're holding a pit fight. Okay. But yeah, so there's enough differences that they decided not to errata the originals because they're it's just like there's like 4 different mechanical differences to it. It only cares about one player. They transform not at the beginning of the upkeep, but transform during the untap step.
Right.
They swap sides if they come into play. They'll come in on the back if it's nighttime. Like there's just enough mechanical differences that they just don't.
Yeah, I understand why they wouldn't have, but also how you're describing it, I don't know if I necessarily like it more
Yeah.
than the way the old style version of it works.
What happens if you play Moon Mist? Moon Mist fails to function on daybound, nightbound permanents. It just does nothing. They are a daybound permanent cannot flip due to Moon Mist, which is weird. Oh shit! All right. Well, what are we doing here?
Want to make a couple 4/4s?
They've got to have something, right? Like, there's a trick here. I'm trying to figure out what it's gonna be. By the way, the backside on this has ward pay 3 life. So even just targeting it costs you 3. For those who don't see the trick, by the way, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. That's the trick. It's just on board. Just so you know. I'm putting... Ooh. It's the second time that card in specific has gotten me. Alright, we got Unruly Mob. They have one of the dangerous parts about this game right here. Our opponent's hand is super gas.
Yeah, I've got 5 cards in hand, and they have been drawing not that many lands.
Yeah, there's been missing land drops in there, so like it's very clear that their hand
They have cards to play. Yeah.
Their hand is all live, so they have to O-ring the Trap Breaker. That's the only legal thing to O-ring there, or else it would immediately kill the O-ring on attack. Alright, what are we looking at here?
They print a set where Innistrad is finally just having a regular time and a regular day.
It's a normal
And
day.
like nothing weird is going on, and Unruly Mob is still there.
Ah!
This is a permanent state of unruly mobs happening.
Kind of like getting the Candle Grove Witch going here.
They print new art for it though, because it's going to be like sports fans that time instead, though.
Right now, our advantage is on the board. This trades with either their, 3-1 or their 4-4, probably their 3-1. I'd want to start clearing out the board here.
Trades with their 3-1, you have a 3 right now. It's going to be upgraded to a 4-4 either through dying or something else dying.
Yep.
Or you play the Silversmith and it becomes a 4-4 anyway.
I'd also flip back their tamer, so they no longer have like a fight spell that can kill Witch for free. Again, because that happens on untap, there's no like window to take weird actions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exile 1 card in the graveyard. Well, there goes my flashback spell.
Huge, huge, huge.
You and...
The other Silversmith, I feel like, right?
Yeah. It's... You have to attack, because this thing's too big.
3-4, yeah, but...
You can put the
I guess the mob would make it...
And then let it attack, but...
They would definitely kill it, though, because, they don't want that thing to get out of control.
Okay. The veteran does fly on the back. So they have to kill the witch or they lose.
So the witch gets flying every time you put a counter on it?
No, it has Coven, which is the weirdest ability in the set.
At the beginning of combat, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. And that's keywords? Or...
No, power as in power toughness.
Oh! That's
power
really
as in the
weird.
Word power, yeah.
Okay.
So, 1, 2... Sorry, what the fuck was this? Excuse me? What the fuck?
Alright, well, that'll delay the... Okay. They're using it to gain 5 life, mainly.
Yeah, but they can do it again next turn.
Also, they're playing red?
Yeah, they must be off color.
You know, that explains why their hand has been so gummed up then. Because, like, they do have 4 mana. 4 mana is enough to play most things you could have in a limited deck. But if they're missing red, then yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's why they were able to play it, the Candle Guide.
It is nice to have a deck that can function so perfectly fine off of just 4 mana, though.
Yeah. Like, our curve tops out at 5.
Still on the thing that lets them play red seems like a pretty good move.
That's, yeah. So you have to top deck a literal red source to be able to flash back that. Which, I mean, flashing it back is like +2/+2 vigilance, lifelink. It's +2/+2 counters, vigilance, trample, lifelink, indestructible haste. Just the works.
So it's +2/+2, turn it into a chroma.
Better than, like,
basically.
Lifelink is an unusual, you know. So, I can't do it again. And again, the witch currently has them dead.
They don't have 3 different powers.
Also, Coven is only one-sided. Or this Coven one. Specifically only cares about your turn. So. And that's game. Because that only flies on their turn. Their way out is I mess up and let my board die. This doesn't still lifelink, right?
Are you sure you don't want to, you know, put 3 things in?
Yeah, just put my entire board in front of that and lose. Anyway, let's make a squatch.
Nice.
It's just squat. Like, I love the art on this card.
Oh, he's doing the Bigfoot.
Yeah, he's doing the Bigfoot.
I will point out, Wizard of the Coast, that you have a Yeti type. Yeti is a type in the game of Magic the Gathering. You did not have to type it Beast.
There are, I think, 2 other cards that make that token, but yeah. Okay, so our opponent was off red, right? That was the end business there? Like,
oh, yeah, you 100% won that, I bet, off... Well, maybe not fully won it off the back of them not having any red, but it definitely...
Yeah.
They were like 3 cards down that entire game because they had no red,
yeah.
I want to say.
So...
It's basically mull to 4 at that point.
And they were already on, like, missing land drops.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
You have 5 plays.
Yeah, I can play most of this hand.
Yeah, you're good. No problem. Good. Very good starting hand, then.
Yep. And then I can just remove your 2. Like... Also, Cathar's Call here is a...
Oh, shit. That's a team maker. Damn. Okay.
Doing it this way because I would like to draw a card more than I'd like to play my 3 because I want the 4th land. So this thing here has a attacker come in, exile.
What it has is 7 lines of text.
Yeah, it has, but that second line is behind Coven, so they traded with my cantrip. Cool.
That's 0/2. Is that like, does that become something when it dies?
No, it's a tapper.
Does it have... Oh, it's a tap. Okay, gotcha. Understandable.
Someone put the counter on this to, like, try to, you know, push removal a different way. The common red burn spell is still 3 damage, so I'm not, like, making the Brutal Cathar 3/3 isn't... Okay, whatever. Wait. Cool.
All right, nice. Let's go. That's gonna come back into play.
So So I can do that at any time, huh?
Yeah, and sacrificing would count for unruly mod, right? So
Yeah. So let's go Unruly Mob Pass. This card is flash, by the way.
oh.
Just
Okay.
just so you're aware. Some cards are dumb. Though if I did it now, I'd be able to attack for 4.
Maybe one of the ways that they're doing like the white buffing stuff is increasing the amount of flash it gets.
Yes,
Feel
that
right.
is one of the changes they've specifically said.
Okay, I get that. That sounds like a pretty good move.
Yeah.
It's already secondary in the color, and like it feels perfectly fine for white.
So they're gonna kill the no. Wait a minute. They just saw what they did. So what they did there? They tapped out for a giant creature.
Well, and then they noticed that okay, yeah. Like, oh shit, no, I made a mistake,
Yeah.
and then realized that they did, yeah,
Immediately
playing that was
got-
a game-losing mistake. Understandable.
Yeah, have a nice day. That's so Brutal Cathar, still very good. Go figure.
Yep, makes sense. From my very, very brief looking at how this set plays, it seems all right.
Yeah, the decayed zombie tokens are really interesting. We haven't seen any in the games we've been playing, but they make for a really unique style in that you for one you have a number of these sack outlets that just have dudes you don't care about to get rid of that come for free on a lot of spells.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Huh.
Okay, so they're 2/2s that can't block, and they sacrifice it. Okay.
Yeah.
And they get to attack once. Got it. Yeah, that's kind of neat. I like that.
This is a bad keep. I'm doing it anyway.
So what is the cost reduction on search party captain?
Attacked creatures.
Weird.
Which is good. We have an attacker here. So as long as I can attack with this Harvest Tide Sentry, I'll get to play a captain. Did you know Vampire Interlope can block?
I do now.
This is a
Kind of like black high flying there.
Yeah, this is a reprint from original Innistrad.
Neat.
Alright, so combat. My favorite part about this card is that Search Party Captain with the cost reduction for one. Worse than that green common. Llanowar Visionary. The
Oh yeah, the one that is
just the most bullshit.
yeah, the 2 and green card.
Yeah.
Is the combination of 2 separate cards.
Yeah.
It should have been a 1 green green.
Alright. Vampires in the set, by the way, their theme is if your opponent has taken damage this turn, effect.
Gotcha.
That's
So
why.
they're snowball kind of thing.
Yeah. So like Bat Whisperer here.
Yeah, all right, makes sense. A little bit less restrictive than Morbid.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you don't want to swing that into a 1/1, right? Like
No.
that's-
Because the covenant on this is can't be blocked by 2 or less. So like.
Mm-hmm.
So we take 3 in the air. Sure. This is first strike while attacking, and then pump. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you're dead. That's
It's pretty bad.
That's a lot of power on the board now.
Yeah, it's significant problems.
Like, you can Brutal Cathar, like, the Whisperer away, get rid of that 5/3 off the table, but...
Yeah, and then, like... Well, the problem is the Whisperer doesn't really matter. I can just block it with this 3/1.
That's fair.
I care
also,
more...
I guess it, they could theoretically get the trigger off of it again.
Well, it's only on come in. Yeah. So if they...
I'm seeing if you use Brutal
yes.
Cathar and then they killed it. Yeah.
I just immediately... You go Shadow Beastie. That's big. I'm thinking Brutal Cathar, maybe hit the Vampire Interloper.
That's probably fair, yeah. Just making sure it doesn't tap all of your white.
Yes, it was trying to. And then... Trying to think if counters on anything matters here. This is like the abyss right now. That sucks.
Yorgo says aggressive black-red player. When you're playing a relatively defensive green-white deck.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. We have to think sometimes.
Cool. This is just the abyss. Alright. Easy enough blocks here. I'm gonna go ahead and make them do it here. Cool thing, if they don't play a spell, they're in a very bad position.
Yeah, I can get the flip on that.
Yes.
And there it goes. Okay.
Not only that.
And you can flip it back.
Yes. So let's go Shadow Beastie.
Yeah, probably keeping a 3/3 around is...
Yeah, I refuse... Do I want to... I might not want to put that in combat.
Probably not. Not until next turn. You can put it into combat next turn.
Well, it's going to flip back next turn.
Well, that's what I mean, because you're going to get rid of the Singer, or the Socialite, if you do, and...
Come.
Alright, well, never mind. We're just fine.
Okay, so we're going to get rid of the stupid abyss here. Oh, if you don't have a spell, you're in a very bad position. Okay.
Okay, that's a pretty good spell to have.
Well...
No, never mind. It doesn't matter. Here he comes. Oh, man. Having two of those on the board sounds like absolute hell.
All right, Brutal Cathar the next.
That's hell dude right there.
Yeah, Cavity Town Silversmith. Combat.
Well,
yep.
There it is.
Game.
Rakdos might just be cursed to draw as many lands as
I would say that's 8 lands over on the Rakdos deck. You know, we said we weren't going to do it, but we finally got pick one, pack one, and, you know, no blocks, thanks.
Yeah, that's understandable, though.
That was like, that's got to be one of those games where our opponent is just like, Boy, howdy, that sucks, because we just, like, O-ringed 3 of their dude. Like, games.
Brutal Cathars.
Yeah, brutal.
That is a scary card, it turns out.
Right there in the name. But yeah, vampires, one of the things about them is that they have a lot of, like, good aggressive bits. They have a lot of combat tricks.
Yep.
Like a +2/+2 for 1 red on an attacking creature. +3/+1 trample for red 1. There's Lunar Frenzy, which is red X, +X for strike trample.
Ooh,
which is just
nasty.
like
that's a fireball.
Yeah, it's a
in this
fireball.
kind of format. Yeah. It's a fireball that can, wipe your opponent's board if he comes out right.
I haven't seen spend less on candles yet, I don't think.
Oh, it's like guard duty, right?
Yeah, except for it prevents all damage that the creature would deal, and we can pay 3 to remove it later. So it's like
gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes something an invincible blocker up until the point that you decide to then pay the 3 to get rid of it permanently.
Well, dealt by, not dealt to.
Oh, dealt by. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So
it's way
much
better. Than I
better.
thought.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that how I described it, I thought like, okay, that's still a reasonable card, but that's better than what I thought. Nice.
All right. Okay. Probably just gonna candle this. Ward, discard a card.
Yeah, so what do you want to get rid of?
Or 5, maybe? Not sure.
Is that a 3/3 flyer? I'm gonna guess.
3/4 flyer with
3/4. Okay.
It's like fine.
With marginal text. All right.
You could also get rid of like Commando because I already have a second copy of that, and like we have 2 copies of that card. Yes.
Yeah, that's probably better because at least that's a flyer. It's gonna be more valuable in the long game. I'm sure.
hit the land and don't care.
Also fair, yeah, because that is the only thing you have going right now is the Griff, and if you draw the cards for that, then sure, why not? Okay.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
You're just waiting for them to read the card.
Wait, no, okay.
Okay, just sure, that's a 1-for-1. Sounds like a plan.
We're gonna play Outland Liberator, that way if they like go all in on their stinger, this flips to a 3/3. Cool card, by the way, this card. Very good.
Exiles up to 2 cards for each creature card. Ah, yeah, I gotcha. That makes sense. It's good.
No blocks.
Eat your opponent's grave for fun and profit.
Yep. Okay, take the 1, so they get their
Imagine
blood.
a deck that you can...
You know what, I'm not reading that.
I'll read that manual style. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not reading that. I'm just not reading it.
Yeah, you're fine and I'll read it. I'm interested in what it does.
Alright, now we can do it. Beginning your post-combat main phase, look at the top X cards of your library. X is the total amount of life your opponent's lost this turn. Exile 1 of those cards. You may play the exiled card.
Okay, it does the impulsive draw for X, which is how much damage your opponent has taken.
Sure.
Yeah, that's alright.
So
that can dig through your deck real fast.
So they're going to exile 1 card, and if it's a land, they're cool, and if it's anything else, it doesn't do anything. It's Kiln Fiend. Anyway, round 2. Second verse. Same as the first.
That's fair.
Okay, 4th land. Kill spell on my... Okay, 5! What's the keyword on you?
Big. Ugh.
Ugh, first strike.
Okay, so everything else ignoring about that card, that's a 3/3 first strike for 3.
Yeah.
Pretty decent amount of beef in there.
I'm just gonna play enough bodies so that if they attack, they're in, like, super hell and die.
Mm-hmm. Can't attack with it. They attack with it and they die, basically.
Yeah. Interesting to pre the land. Huh. So they get to dig 4 for a play here. But I don't care. If they tap out for 1 creature, they lose. Right? Come on in. Water's fine. Play a 5-drop at me.
Might be recognizing that their current game plan will get them dead regardless, so they are digging deep for something to solve the situation.
Yeah. Because that's dig 4. That's impulse.
It is a lot of digging, yeah.
They need 2 blockers. That's 1 blocker.
Okay, well.
They have something. They don't know. Well. You need something to not lose on the spot.
They need to kill 2 of your creatures. They can do 1 on board, but...
They don't necessarily have a card because the activation on Voldaire and Stinger also gives them priority.
Gotcha.
And because I drew Search Party Captain, I'm completely fine just all outing here because Search Party Captain
is free. It is just to replace itself.
Super free. Oh, wow.
Sorry, buddy. Doesn't solve your problem.
That's a really good card, but... that could have killed me. We could have died on the next turn because that's a kill fiend again. Like...
Yep. I see what they were trying then. Yeah, for sure.
And they were thinking about, like, okay, I could use it as a defense, but, like... Whew. This deck gets work done. And our
opponent, results.
Yeah, our opponent there actually had removal for the Cathar all the time. That's good for them.
Ideal draws allow you to curve out.
Alright. Let's see what Swills has over here.
Oh, sorry, this is Mad Skill Swills instead of Mad Skills Wills.
Yes. Mad Skill Swills.
Makes sense,
I'm pretty sure I'm reading that right. No, it's Mads Kills Wills. Yeah, okay.
Oh, you know, that's probably it, yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan of Mads Mikkelsen.
Yes. Alright, Harvestide Sentry is most likely to be able to trade with whatever their play is on 3 because, like, one of the more common black plays is a... Okay, cool. -2/-2. There's a 2/3 Menace Werewolf at common in black.
Okay.
So,
It's a weird power toughness line for the Menacer.
It's a werewolf that flips to a 4/4, I think.
All right.
Alright, they're just playing removal for days. I'll just keep playing creatures. Well. Alright. So I'm making this play into this board. I'm gonna let you know of a card in this set. Called, what is it, the Meat Hook Massacre? Midnight Meat Train. Black X, -X, all creatures. And I'm sure there's some other side effect I don't give a shit about.
It sounds pretty pretty all right.
But
Oh, there he is.
yeah. Luckily they didn't play it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and Gavity Silversmith here. Because we can go power
The Coven
here.
is active on both of those now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 7 damage in because they can't block it, right? Neither way. Or is it
I'm gonna make
less
it,
than 2?
I'm gonna make it 8. Two or less, so they can't block here.
Okay.
The idea here is that I can make this 8, and then next turn I can make it 9. So. Alright, do you have like 5 mana kill spell? Everybody loves 5 mana kill spell. What if you don't have a blocker? Defense Straight! Hell yeah! I love Defense Straight so much.
You could just kill him, right? Oh no, you need 2 white to do it. Never mind.
Yeah, I need 2 white to do it. Still, this is like.
And yeah, they're still on their back foot, but if you had drawn 1 more plains and 1 less forest, you would have won this turn.
Yes. So, put them to 2. We can remove the blocker when we untap. And now it's a, you know, small ball creature. Jack-o'-lantern. So Jack-o'-lantern is interesting in that it has a floating effect in the grave as well.
Oh yeah, that's neat. It is. All right, so you sack it to draw and exile something, but then you can also exile itself to filter.
Yeah,
All right.
which might matter. Our opponent's on like mono black here. I don't know if they've got some sort of filter that they care about. But they did not exile our courage. Because it didn't matter. They knew they were dead. Triggers each time something leaves your graveyard. That's interesting. That's kind of silly. Yeah, that sort of floating effect is not a common thing within Magic. Like some sort of like secondary exile this from your graveyard. That's like a super common thing on like Yu-Gi-Oh card text. But not in Magic. That's quite rare.
Technically Flashback is kind of that.
Yeah, but
because you exile it from your grave when you cast it again.
yeah, that's the closest, but that's also again, let's just do the thing again.
That's
right?
its own entire mechanic. They build around that and stuff like that.
How's the deck? How's the set? We're 6-1. Set's pretty having a fun time. We might be on our last game if we win. Our deck is dumb green white. Oh boy.
Oh wow, that's bad by itself, but hey, the moment you play 1, the better they get, right? I have a feeling if you keep this, you're getting flooded. But at the same time, that might not be that bad because you have 3 cantripping dudes.
If I draw a 2-drop, we're cool forever.
Yeah.
If I don't...
You do have a lot of 2-drops.
If I don't... God, spend less on candles.
No.
Yes!
Hey!
Yes! Yeah, the soul of the plains did, but they also, yeah. So like I said, it's not like it doesn't exist in Magic. I'm saying it's an uncommon thing.
Straight 3-color.
Wow. Cool thing I'm doing here. So this is like a disturb card, you know, which is the flashback in but we are absolutely 100% offering the trade.
Yeah.
Because I need to be able to play a search party captain this turn right now. Or else my hand doesn't function. Like... Ooh. Here's one of the best commons.
Order. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's, what is that card? It's not Impulse, the other one. But also kind of better because putting things in your grave, I'm sure, is very relevant in this set.
Indeed.
So. Anticipate? It's Anticipate that's the 3-card dig, right?
Yeah, Anticipate is the general 3-card dig. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and keep search party captaining. I could have, like, candled it, but I don't want to spend removal on that card. Yeah. Like I said, it is something that Magic does. It's just super not a common thing. Whereas, like, if you look at Yu-Gi-Oh!, it's quite literally a rider on most cards in that game. Alright, here's a rad thing we're
Most
doing.
relevant cards, anyway.
Here's a rad thing we're doing. I think it's spend removal on my... Wow! Alright.
Good luck, buddy.
You're gonna spend removal on my search guides? So one of the things they have is they have those covert cuppers. We're gonna tell it to get the fuck out of here. Sorry, what the hell's this? Oh, what the fuck?
Wild.
That rules.
That card is like... What is that? Like, one of the Gerard? Like, Gerard. It's a little bit like Gerard Lich Lord, right? Yeah.
Power times the ability to number creature cards in your graveyard. X just bills that many. Evolving. Okay, so the green might just be a splash for that. Oh no. That looks real. They might be flat 3. Okay. Willing to make this trade because cantripping creature for a cantripping creature. A+. If they want to bring it back, which they will. Like, ooh, this is a cool one. Makes 2 zombies on the active, and then it exiles 2.
You know, looking towards it, Decayed might be a thing that they'll keep around as like a line of text because that actually seems kind of useful as I guess that maybe not purely off the back of the word might be a bit too specific to zombies, even though that's a mechanic that happens all the time on cards that they attack once and then sack.
So my god.
It might be a problem like Bushido where like,
it's
oh yeah,
too specific.
It's way too specific as a term, yeah.
The Decayed animation does take way too long on death. Every single one of them gets a good like item find noise Metroid length freaking death animation. Yeah. So I got rid of their lord here.
Makes sense.
If I got rid of the horde, it would have been shit. Fuck. Oh god, this is the card we lost to in game 1. Anyway, do you remember Sir Hellfucker? I forget his name. Sir.
You're talking about the Black Eldraine
Black
Knight.
Eldraine Knight. Yeah. Do you remember that one?
I don't, but I do know that that he is extremely a Sir Hell dude.
Yeah, Sir Hell dude. Yeah, Sir Hellfucker. Yeah, that's him. Anyway, anytime a creature dies or goes to the grave, we lose a life.
Okay, yeah, that's...
So,
Oof.
Anyway, I need that one dead. Good news, I can put it under a candle. Bad news, I can't kill it. I don't actually have a third power around, you know? Alright, let's just do it. Hand on the table.
Kill us or you die. There's no alternative.
Yeah. I also now have werewolves in play, and I'm empty-handed, so... You know.
And whenever another creature dies, our creature card is put to a graveyard from anywhere.
What the fuck? Oh no. As I said, the blue-black deck has a lot of ways to... Oh my fucking god.
All right, never mind. Okay, so
God, I can Cathar my Cathar.
if you kill Brutal Cathar, if you Brutal Cathar your Cathar, and then your Cathar dies, the Brutal Cathar comes back under your control, which means you can Cathar something else again.
Yes. I can also Cathar the dog.
You've got no way of getting it.
No, okay, I've got it.
Power.
I've got it. So goodbye, dog. And then... One, two, three, four, five. I can kill one... Just three. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm hoping they don't see what we have.
the Outland Liberator there. Oh my god.
Oh, fuck me. Second response.
Okay, they only got one off of it. That's not bad.
Yep.
I have a ton of 2s and 3s.
Alright. By the way, targeting our Cathar is take 3. Also, 6 power at first strike. Fuck off.
They also cannot... Actually, yeah, they could not play around it. They didn't have the the second spell to put down, so...
Well, even if they did, what, you want to flip them back?
Oh, good point. Yeah, actually. I didn't even think of that. All right, there it is.
Oh, flip of the switch.
That can't block, so you still can owl out and win, can't you? Yeah, because they don't have anything left on board either.
We're gonna lose both Raging Brutes, but that's
They'll
okay.
die though.
I'm fine with this outcome. You killed all my Cathars. We would die.
These are cards back.
We would die, like, if those triggers were solved. Just so you know, because the second,
True, yeah.
the other dog would come back, and they would mill 3, and they could hit us for like 8 damage there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anyway, that was Pridemate's game to win. Thank goodness.
Okay, well that was a good draft.
Ooh. All right, and we get to go straight into draft 2.
Sounds like a plan.
So, and by straight, I mean I'm back in a minute. So,
I will do the same. I got something to put away.
Yep, yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning, for those who weren't around at the beginning, 2 draft night tonight. So, I'm just gonna keep it all one video too. That'll be fine. But yeah, I feel like that was a 4-3 deck with 2 brutal Cathars in it.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
They started to show up a lot in those last 3 games.
yeah. So, all right. Let's see what we get this time. Pick one, pack one's a duel. And we'll pick, like, defense trait or something. I love defense trait, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The flavor of defense trait, perfect. The name of defense trait, perfect. Just boot them out the window. We finally played all 5 colors with this draft. Green was the last color we hadn't touched, and though green was our splash in this deck, did a pretty decent job. It was mostly just warm bodies in that last deck. We were pretty close to mono white, but we were like 2 drops off of having like a mono white deck that functioned. The 3 ones did a lot, yes. Those are very good. Green does fill the warm bodies role indeed. That's sort of its game, right? So. Alright. Come on, buddy.
7 out of 8.
Come on.
Boop, 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 boop.
You just gotta hit the button. Good old Final Fantasy 14 Q popping.
Searching for that tank.
Yep. Help. Continue searching. All right, round 3.
Oh. All right, 7. Nice and quick and easy. Come on, get that 8.
It's even 45 seconds, too. Okay.
There it is. Cool Color Harvest. Access half of the number of creature cards in your graveyard rounded up. All right. So from that alone, I've learned that green-black is self-mill plan.
Yeah. They have a lot of cards that, like, oh god, this is one of their... Like, this card, by the way, is super strong.
Entire creature card from your graveyard to your hand, put a +1. Okay, yeah, gotcha. It costs 1 to put a creature.
Yeah, it's raised dead on the front, except for it also has an upside, except for it also has flashback.
Yeah, gotcha.
Green looking nice here. We got this dragon that just kills zombie tokens on attack.
That's weird. They have a dragon in Innistrad at uncommon.
Yeah, it's one of like 2 in the entire set too.
Oh yeah, because there's only there's 1 dragon in every Innistrad set, and they're always mythics. But this one's an uncommon.
Do I want to go this hard and just like try this dumb?
You probably don't.
Probably not.
I think it's neat, but you probably don't.
So I'll target non-legendary creature. The other card I was literally thinking of was the Raised Dead. God, this card is a sorcery.
Ugh.
Whenever it becomes day or night, draw a card. Not a ton I'm looking at here. Secrets of the Key. Investigate a billion times. Hmm. There's just
I
nothing.
kind of like the Firmament Sage the most, honestly.
Yeah. There's like nothing in here that screams out like, yo, this is cool. Dissipate. Vivisection. Reprint from New Phyrexia. Ooh, Sunrise Cavalier.
Okay, here we go. It's neither day or night becomes day. Whenever it becomes day or day becomes night. All right, so that one, it's just all it cares about is day bound, night bound happening
Yeah.
consistently over and over again.
Yeah. Again, none of the blue really speaks to me here.
Yeah, I get it.
Famished Foragers. You like the Foragers quite a lot? Hmm.
Oh, I'm trapped in a prison.
Okay.
Blue-white duel. Always vaguely annoyed at duels at rare.
Yeah, they're like one of those things that are literally just there for like making packs slightly more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just gonna keep walking.
And they kind of mess up the limited formats. Not that badly, but they do mess them up a little.
Curse of Get the fuck out of here, Storm.
Sure.
Like this
I mean,
is
that's
just murder the Storm
not
player.
Not super great in limited, but
No.
people are trying to play 2 cards a turn though, right? Like that's a thing
Yeah.
because of how Nightbound works. But
like that sounds like a sideboard thing more than anything, because like you want things to be on the night side. Boy, I just don't care too much about this. Okay, Zombie Lord. Drowned Amalgam. Siege Zombie. Maybe we get some zombie stuff going in the Dragon's the card we're not playing. Alternatively, Burn is a card I could pick and then play
hold
more.
on, is Siege Zombie just a zombie who is particularly good at breaking walls?
Correct.
Is that all it is? He's not even particularly big.
This card's
Just
pretty
knows
key.
the secret of wall breaking.
This card's pretty key with the decayed tokens. Ooh. That card's actually not very good for us because like Locked at the Cemetery isn't findable there. These are all cards I just don't care about. I didn't even know this card was a card, huh? Does it do anything? Okay, this thing's pretty big. We also have that Vampire Knight. Our blue looks like we have some good stuff. Okay. Alright, I have a new idea. Sorry, Ghoul Caller's Harvest, you're not actually cool enough. If you control 3 or more basic land types, scry 1. The idea that I'm looking at is green, blue, X, where X is good cards in 3 other colors. And by 3, I mean 1 of the 3. Maybe with the Scob, maybe not. Secret of the Key. Our deck is all about sitting around and doing nothing for 16 years. Okay. What was pick one, pack one? I think this Purifying Dragon that just didn't go anywhere. Background Pit Fighter, that's not for us. Covetous Castaway? Alright. I like that card a lot. Cathartic Pyre is 3 damage instant. Revenge of the Drowned, Eaten Alive. I know I'm in blue. I have no idea what else I'm doing. This deck is a mystery to me still. Wake to Slaughter.
Choose up to 2 target creature cards in the graveyard in your graveyard. Opponent chooses one, return that card to your hand, return the other to the battlefield under control, it gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step.
Okay.
Up to 2, so you can...
So you can just play a 6-mana raise dead?
Yeah, you could force it as a 6-mana raise dead, I guess.
This is a very ambling draft. Don't worry. We just had a 7 win, so it's fine to have one that just goes nowhere. I'm okay with that. Groundyard Amalgam, Revenge of the Drowned. Vengeful Strangler is cool, but that's not like... Do I want to actually go in on black still? Maybe. There's also Gale Drifter, which is really good. It might be better than the Revenge of the Drowned, too. Let's try to get some flying going. Delver, huh?
Delver is such a weird card.
Delver's extremely bad in this deck.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, Delver being as good as it was is kind of something of a specific to it, like the time period thing.
Yeah.
It feels like. Like, Delver was never all that good and limited to start with. But, I mean, like, specifically, even in Constructed, I don't think it would really hold all that water anymore.
It needs some helpers.
Yeah.
This could be our splash. Evolving Wilds is probably the actual pick there. You're not wrong. Look, everything's our splash. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
This draft is a nonsense draft that's not going anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Which is why it's fine that it's after the 7 draft, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
This gets to be the secondary. Join the dance. All right. Okay, Drownyard Amalgam, Morakut Behemoth. More Eccentric Farmer, alright. I think Evolving Wilds X2 is something we need, and then, like, I need a couple more... What if we get Frog Copy? That might help out the deck. Burn down the house. Kill Drifter, clear shot. Clear shot's just the one side. That's the Hadoken. Gale Drifter's a way to, like, win games. Burning down the house. Alright. Here's a biggie. Okay, I figured out what I think the deck is supposed to do. It's just supposed to go big. Like, this will be just fine. We cut all the red now. Shadow Beast sighting. That's a good way to go big. Yeah, I have an idea of what I want the deck to look like now. It's not quite there yet, but that's okay. This is a piece of the deck. I'm sorry, is that a second copy of that curse? Boy, how do you need to spend way less on candles, please. I have, like, nothing to do on the first 3 turns of the game. It's fine.
Imagine having like 3 of those curse out at the same time and managing to do a grand total of like maybe 6 damage over the course of a game.
Ooh.
Rise of the Ants.
There's also Evolving Wilds here. Too bad I'm not picking it. Or I don't.
It's 6 mana for 6 power and toughness with a little tiny bit of incidental life gain.
Right, but, like, where'd they come from?
They came from underground. They're ants. There's
They're
been
ants.
an ant civilization below Innistrad the entire time, and they've only just now come out.
And I could get second Devious cover up. No green, huh? All right. Alright, I actually like the deck. I have an idea of what it does, and I think there's a world where that's fine, where, like, all you need to be doing is casting giant creatures for the entire game, and that's okay. You know? If I had that black-green rare, I probably wouldn't play it. Alright.
It feels like an incredibly specific thing. Like, and the payoff doesn't even seem all like that incredible either. Like, it's a lot of power and toughness, but they are all still decaying zombies. It's more like you'd have to have that, all of the things that set it up, and also a reward for having had all of them sacrifice as well, kind of thing.
Black Splash is going to be this card alone. I will splash to let me have a copy of Unburial Rights in my deck. You know?
Yeah.
Even if I mill into
Burial
it.
Rights is really good.
You know, that's fine. So yeah, that's the deck. I have these counter spells I can play. Not playing any of them. Are the cards that are bad that I might want to put in counter spells over? Maybe these 2-drops that I mean, the 2-drops are here to just be 2-drops, right? Like, I don't care about the devious cover-ups. That's bad. Like, if this deck can't beat our opponent without going through the entire deck 3 times, like as is, something's gone horribly wrong, right? Like, all right. Two, three. Whenever spell you control deals damage, transform Flame Channeler. Oh god, what the fuck? Oh god, this is a lot of text. Alright. It's been a hot minute since I've gotten to play ramp in limited. Anyway, here's the Pearly Breaker. Here they are. Hell dude real. Turn target creature to its owner's hand. Sure. Alright. Return of Burly Breaker. Yo, Honden! Yo, that rules. Damn. Anyway. I'm here for the beatdown. Sweet. Maybe a little early on that concession.
All right. So, you won a game. All right.
They conceded on 14 with 7 cards in hand and a Honda and a Seeing Winds in play. So, Not exactly sure what happened. Look, this is my game plan. Is I play Burly Breaker, and my opponent goes, "What the fuck is this?" And then they die. These cards are unreal. I love it. Something to be said about a deck that's as straightforward as this, which is funny about how winding the draft was. To just
sometimes just big boys,
Yeah.
and like the ability to get up there is
a big boy.
reasonable. Specifically, big boys that are also hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
Is a pretty good setup.
Like, flip on this gives it Ward 3, which, like...
And is an 8/7, which is basically invincible.
Yeah. We're gonna lie to our opponent. I love lying to our opponent. This makes our opponent think black is a key card, you know. They can't block here. Thermal Alchemist is quite good in this set. Works well with the vampires who want damage to have happened. Oh, fuck. Alright. So this is Kiln Fiend. Sort of.
Kiln Fiend is a little bit more extreme on the power buffs, but a little bit more fragile.
Yeah. The big boy!
Kavanaugh Slyo was telling me about the Rakdos draft you cursed.
But I don't know if he's seen the Rakdos draft that he cursed.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, like, you cursed a Rakdos draft of mine. It was incredible.
Well, you have a 6/5.
Well. Please trade. Okay.
They would have to full trade those two creatures to get rid of the Burly Breaker, that'd be wild. Ooh, 6/5 is actually a really good power toughness.
Anyway, here's some ants.
Flying. Ants.
Ants!
Terrible ants.
Secret of the ants. It's fine. So, the dragon just does 1 damage to a creature, which is minor. 2 if it's a zombie. Left. Okay, now I can lock that in the cemetery.
Is locked in, I didn't actually read Locked in the Cemetery. Is that the like tapper spell of the set?
Yeah, if we have 5 cards in the grave, it taps it, and it just doesn't untap.
Gotcha. Okay. One of those. The text says does not untap, but there is a conditional force the actual tap on it as well.
Yep. Look, we are going to lock the dragon in the cemetery. It's got its neck stuck. Right there, you see it.
Why'd you put your head through that through that gate, buddy?
Also, dude, like, just move your head up, like, 6 inches, dude. Like, look.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, there actually is expressly nothing trapping your head there.
Wait, like, maybe it's just like, help, I can't get out of the cemetery? Spending a combat trick here.
How high are those gates?
Alright, check this out. So our opponent's doing like cool things where they're like using a combat trick to kill the big boy. Because this trick is +3/+1 trample, but on not your turn, it's first strike, which makes it a good defense and offense trick. But
you're just gonna bring him back, right? Like,
yeah,
I not care.
I have rebirth, so. Anyway. Oh no!
Sorry, friend.
Oh boy. Okay, they picked up the spell again. Alright. Second verse, same with the first.
Problem is, too, at this point, they've only got one spell to cast here, right?
Yeah,
so...
this is their last card in hand for this.
Sorry, buddy. The thing is, the Diagraph Rebirth is unburial rights. The Breaker comes back and you can't get rid of him.
Look, it's big green.
Let that child alone. Now's your chance to be a big shot.
Ah. The Burly. There was a question I asked a stream ago if Burly Breaker owns a pickup truck.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
100%.
like pretty sure that's just without question. Yep. There's a couple green creatures. Let me find the other one that also owns a pickup truck. Tireless Hauler was another candidate for possibly owning a pickup. Like, so like on both of these, like this is like Tireless Hauler is about to lift that over their shoulder and just put that in the bed of the truck, right? That's just off screen.
They're the two men that are burly.
These are.
You can hire.
Yeah, you can hire them. Yeah. They're burly.
They're strong. Their muscles are strong, but their friendship is stronger.
Yeah. Oh, this deck rules. One of the other things I talked about Innistrad. Sometimes in Innistrad, not all the time, just sometimes, you could just play Kindercatch. And playing Kindercatch was just enough. Like, 6 mana, 6/6, no text. Okay. Tireless Hauler is the work hard, play hard, prefer subs to dubs guy. Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Unruly Mob. Yeah, I'll still. That's fine. Unruly Mob, by the way.
Can you even deal with flyers?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So you definitely want to get that off the table.
Yeah, God no. The thing with Unruly Mob that's very good, Decayed tokens, obviously, very strong. Sure.
Got an alert, everybody. It is cool enough tonight that I have a functioning night water generator.
Ooh. Alright. Time to ramp. Nightwater. Two cards left in opponent's hand. I don't care if this ever flips because I can just Revenge of the Drowned it.
This deck has been blessed by good, like, mana draws,
Oh,
by the
yeah.
way.
Oh, yeah.
That's a huge part of why this deck is doing well right now.
We are extremely blessed in this deck. So I want them to flashback this, and then I just Revenge of the Drowned it. The Unruly Mob is a bit.
So this star pattern, is that Ward or Coven active? Neither? That's just what is the fact? Why is that the thing then?
Oh, that's just from Graveyard Anywhere. Okay. So they would just get to replay it. Yeah, that's Ward. There it is. So.
Okay.
Good note. I don't read cards, so I'm bound to make weird mistakes like that. Yeah, so now all their creatures have Ward, and that gives them a flyer. Okay. So now we have Tireless Hauler number 2. So I think that means I'm going to be Revenging of the Drowned on the Unruly Mob at some point. Chapel Shield Geist, flying first strike. Yeah, it would be put into the graveyard from anywhere. Well, that's a bit of a pain. We got some card draw though now. Are they finally out of spells? No. I'm really hoping our opponent's out of spells. We still have gas. It's expensive, but we got the mana sitting around, so. Sure.
I guess it gets rid of your Liberator.
I guess. I'm not gonna spend it now. I'm gonna try to use it as a trick. Mostly because I want to use my mana for the clue right now. Okay. How many cards do I have in the yard right now? 2. Lock down the Chapel Shield Geist. And then just pass. worth, huh? Okay, unrolling mob grows. Alright. Unruly Mob is going to be a really bad draw, so they might bottom it. I did that there so they couldn't use, like, Siege Zombie if they really wanted. Alright. Oh my god, and I have 5 cards in the grave, huh? Alright. I think we've got this one under control. That's not going to be anywhere near enough. Because Oink. I'm really happy that I can lock this ghost in the cemetery, you know? That is the proper place for them to be. My opponent has to run out of cards sooner or later. Like, nighttime has to hit. Or not. Okay, so that becomes, I think, a 3/3 lifelink on the back. That's fine. Ah, that's what we call the Buster. So happy for the ants. Oh, they can't transform their farmhand anymore.
I'm gonna think the most effective thing about this format, from what I've seen so far and what you've been doing with it, is that it kind of feels like every single creature that's been on the board on both sides of the table has been relevant somehow. And you've been able to, like, you know, work around them or fight them off. But it's like, they always create at least some meaningful, like, change in the board state.
Yeah.
Even when it's something that's just like a 6/5 with ward 1, you know?
Yeah.
So it actually seems to have a pretty tightly designed limited format. Meanwhile, it does feel to be an extremely creature-heavy format, so that's not that part of it.
Ants. I didn't want to attack because they have a lifelinker and we would lose an ant. It wouldn't be enough to kill them from that position, but we might lose a little bit too much of our board. I'd rather just, like, wait one turn and kill them. Like, I don't see our opponent top decking a card that changes the outcome of this.
Deck is doing so well for something that is as basic as it is.
Yep. Again, I love how meandering this draft was, and then it just turned out like, if they board wipe, we're the ones who are just fine. Like, I don't care. Like, what? Their white-black aggro deck is going to play a white-white 6 Wrath? Like, cool.
Kind of feels a bit like... This is the same energy as drafting Rise of the Eldrazi, just always gravitating towards blue-green kind of thing.
It's funny, this is the first time I played green proper, too. Like...
Yeah. The previous deck was definitely much more white than it was green.
Okay. This is the original coin flip, you know?
Don't draw an island, you're going to have a bad time.
Not even an island. We have a land fetch right here.
Okay,
all we need is a land. I'm going to take it. We have 2 draw steps to get a land. It's 15 out of 33, and then 15 out of 32, which is slightly under, like, 50% twice. It is obvious that it can backfire, but I'm willing to take the risk because I feel like the hand has a lot of power if it goes well. And, alright, and then we just want to path for our... Going. It is 17 lands, as I said. Alright,
oh, sweet. Okay. Bulldog.
I can't block here because it has a pump as a threat. Good mills. Gonna pass with Startle and Revenge up.
Sounds like a plan.
What are we doing? We're fighting? What the fuck is this?
Okay, so it just puts it is a frost breath plus put a +1/+1 counter on something they control.
I might want to just get this 4/4 off the table permanently. This is still a beating and a half, though. Okay. Sifter? Sure. Alright, I like the draw land here. Here I'm going to go most effective piece right now. So they can tap down the blocker and, like, make their thing a 5/5. That's okay. The troop is going to be really easy to start handing 1/1 counters off. That's going to be nice. So we can start growing. The fuck? I can't call that. Alright, no spell. Okay, fine.
Same hat.
2 spells flips the Hound Tamer back, which was part of what I was trying to do here. I'm trying to kill their main threat. If we can kill their main threat, we can... That's not gonna be enough, is it? Nope. Damn it. Okay. Are we just getting burly?
Yeah, you can attack in with those now profitably, I believe.
I don't think they do anything for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so you may as well get their one chance now to do any damage. Yeah, it definitely takes too long.
Yeah, like consider like 4 of those dying at once. Yep. That is growing considerably out of control. This is so dumb.
Boy, your dog is extreme. All right, all right. Got a lot of scries though. That's nice.
Finally.
There's something.
Finally. Yeah. God. Sets 2 spells, puts it back down. Problem is that even with it locked in, it is targeted pump. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's bad. I'm not dead.
Very close to it though.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, that's what you actually have to lock in the cemetery.
Yeah, I have to lock it away. No! We're not!
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, lock you in the cemetery. I'm pretty sure we lose on our turn. All they have to do is end step pump the sifters. Or just trample. Sure. That card has trample. Oh no!
Oh, that does it too.
Okay. Well, they could have killed us this turn, but they didn't. How can I come back in 1 draw step? Like a rock.
Just 3 men, Corey, Craig, and Craig.
Alright. We knew that our deck didn't have answers to flyers. That was like a...
Yes. That right there is just proof that, yeah, no, someone plays more than one flyer and
We
you just
die.
lose every time.
Yeah. It's fine. That was our first loss. Damn. Nice. This deck rules. Alright. Wolosaur. Alright, what if I just have all my twos?
Labels on two. Yeah.
God, they also missed the land drop, so,
This is 2v2. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there it is. You have the advantage now.
Alright,
Being up on mana when you were on... I think you were on the play, right? Or was this on the draw?
this was on the draw.
All right.
I will play this card with X equals 1. Sometimes that's just the move. If they don't have a card, our werewolf. Goodness. Alright, they also are just 2s forever. I'm gonna lock you away.
I don't know what it is about trapped in the cemetery, locked in the cemetery that makes me think of trapped in a prism so much. It shouldn't. There's no prism going on.
Here we go. Okay, if we get the 4th mana from here, we just, like, play a bunch of bodies. Yeah, okay. Blade Brand? Yeah. We want to rush down as fast as possible here. If they get sack outlets, that starts to get annoying.
That, and also they were stuck on 2 lands for a lot longer than you were.
Okay. That's nice. Ooh, counter unless you pay 4? Okay. Do they have a card that gets them out of this situation, though? No. I
smart.
respect.
All right.
Yeah. That's a good play.
That I think is the classiest of these self-destructs.
Yeah. Sign in blood,
Is
let's
playing
go.
Sign in Blood, yeah.
It has been so long since Sign in Blood proper has been in, like, standard. We print a lot of types of Sign in Blood, but not actually Sign in Blood. This one's the closest it's been in a long time, having the exact same rules text.
But Sign in Blood is black, which makes it a lot.
Yeah, black sorcery versus that one's an instant actually, which makes it.
Oh, okay. That makes that actually pretty.
Yeah, if I remember right, I'm pretty
it's
sure.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's got the same rules text, but different.
Yes. It's Sign in Blood adjacent if it is if it's an instant at 3.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Oh, I should have lied. I like Farmer in this deck.
That's playable.
Ooh.
Good mills, by the way. Nice.
Yeah, nice mills. And I will trade. Oh, no. I will not trade. Okay.
That's a lot of damage on turn 3 off of a single creature. You want to toss that into the garbage?
Yeah, just like...
You don't need the Rejuvenator out right now. You already have the ability to play your 5, so...
Let's just get this off the damn table.
And I have a feeling that between that as a tempo play and following it up with 5, like, a 6/5 and a 5/4, whatever it is.
All right.
That's weird. They chose to turn off Coven. You have a 6/5, so it's not super relevant exactly.
No, it would have been 4/4/2. They wouldn't have, like, they would have had to forego a counter to keep Coven, and that's not worth it here.
Living dangerously, I see.
Yes. The idea there is that, like, their biggest plays, okay. Cool. They don't have Coven for that. Oh, fuck me.
Well, they do now.
Protection from werewolves, Gavity Township, huh? Fuck me. Oh, God. All right. That's fine. The ants are not werewolves, so it's okay. I kind of want to.
Said that about ants, just in case anyone was ever concerned that they were in fact not werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
I could understand where the confusion comes from sometimes, but definitely not werewolves.
Let's get a clock going. Okay, Gavity Township. They need a land to get the Gavany off. It's 6. Oh no! Right, all your humans tap for mana. Never mind. That has more text. Ooh, shield's down. Hold on. That's a draw and a half right now. Like, they have to spend their commando to untap it is the big part. And then, like, hopefully we can just win with the ants. I'm thinking, like, 3 turns ahead here. Yup. So all we need to do is hit them twice with Whale Drifter. And all we need to do for that to work is stay alive.
They are green-white. It really didn't seem like white had that much flying in this set, aside from probably some spirits, right?
Yeah.
So.
All right. 2 in the air. And then we remake ants.
I also believe in ants. Hey, rise! The 2 life gain on this card is so weird.
Yeah. Oh, this thing's unblockable, right? This is another way to just win the game on the spot. It doesn't matter, because they have 4 blockers, 5 attackers. That's the reason I went wide.
This deck is... It eats its Wheaties.
It does. It's big and strong and green.
Does its taxes. It eats its Wheaties. It respects all of the authority figures in its life. Which is like, I wish it did that a little bit less.
Yeah, a little more, like,
a little bit more crime would be
rules.
fun.
Yeah.
Is the thing, or breaking rules.
Three, 4, 5. This falters of our opponent is 1, 2, 3, but
yeah, with how the draft went, you would have never expected this deck to do this well. But hey, it happens.
yep.
Sometimes it comes together in deck building. It, you know, it always has the chance.
So they start going wild with that. We can bop it on the nose, but oh fuck. Alright, we're gonna be living dangerously for a little bit. Yeah, I'm putting a Kiln Fiend in jail. 2 Kiln Fiends! That's a way to, like, die next turn, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like, they just go, like, pump spell, like, whoops, and then I'm dead, so...
If there's 2, okay, that's
Damn.
A really good play around that. Damn.
Nice punish. That's a really good punish. But I had to do that because, like, leaving 2 Kiln Fiends is a really good way to just die to, like, cantrip, combat trick, so...
Yeah.
So this is, like, super big Kiln Fiend. It's effectively Wee Dragonaut's big, but also,
So Kiln Fiend and playing Instant Sorceries is always just the blue-red thing.
forever until the end of time. There is no other...
Yep. Really,
There's...
if they've figured out some new things for Boros to do.
Even in
It's now time for them to think of things for Izzet to do.
Even in that set, their play was, because everybody was spell likers, theirs was big spell likers.
Yeah.
Which is
Of course.
just spell likers. The Drake Horror Skrillex. Hey, you remember what we talked about this deck's, like, elemental weakness was?
Yeah, you're dead. I don't think there's any way that's gonna get around these fires.
Yeah.
You'll be able to take out... No, the Gale Drifter can
Come back.
beat the dragon in
No,
combat,
because
but that's it.
it's a 2/2 on the revive.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. That was good because I didn't see a land go there, so if I went with Farmer, that would have been bad. They did do that second card draw for a couple sets in blue-red, but that's basically spell liking by another name. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's cantrip likers.
Like,
That's what that is.
Cantrip likers. Do you know how you draw cards? You cast spells. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yup. All right, how dead am I? Kill me. Do it. Destroy
I
me.
had one set where the mill deck was blue and red. And that was kind of neat.
Otherworldly gaze. They are
There's
deep.
Hyperbone.
They're okay. So this card is literally just Surveil 3. They are so deep on the Kiln Fiend plan that they're playing Otherworldly Gaze. And then they get to flashback it for blue if they want. Nope, okay. Okay. You wanna find a Bigfoot?
Always. Excuse me.
I love finding a Bigfoot. Alright. Yeah, our opponent is laser focused on Kiln Fiend, the plan, and yeah, we don't have answers to flyers, so I'm also quite like the Vivisection counter was a hell of a move. Alright, 5-2. We're still not dead. We have 2 games maximum left. Almost done. Thunder Wolf. This hand's fine. So this hand might look similar to the hands that we had earlier that were like, oh no, that we had earlier that was like, oh no, keeping a 2-lander on the play that needs the 3rd land. That's only a 2 draw. Secrets of the Key fixes that. That gives us the 3rd draw, which ups it from like less than 50% twice to like effectively like 50% all 3 times. And if we can't get it in that, it ain't happening. It was never meant to be.
There's a pretty powerful contortionist troop if you wanted to for this one.
Yeah, this could be a good like 6/6 in this hand. Ramp, ramp, ramp. I like this card. It reminds me of Far Wanderings. Far Wanderings was like super bullshit though. On the front. I know. I'm trying to think. I think this literally just was a card in Odyssey. Without the scry one. Far Wanderings is green 2. Search your deck for a basic. If you have Threshold, search for 3 basics. I think this literally is just a card from Odyssey. I don't remember the name of it, but is my opponent here? Oh.
Thunderwolf is not here. They auto-discarded. Okay.
Pizza time.
All right, well, you need that. Okay, they're not too far behind because of your own situation.
Okay.
Okay. There it is. That's
we both faded 1. That's fine. We're going to go path to make sure it happens. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this swamp. You can go bottom. I don't care about you.
Rejuvenator is going to forgive some sins there, too.
Yep.
Ooh, Diagraph Rebirth. Nice to see it.
Yeah.
You got the Burly Breaker in your hand already? That's really nice.
If we can play Burly Breaker next turn. Or I can, like, Drown Yard Amalgam, mill ourselves. No thanks. Not unless I had, like, Revenge up there. Oh, fuck. Creatures with abilities, like flying.
That's just a 2/2 flyer.
Yeah.
That's not as... That's something that you can theoretically deal with.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and Drown Yard Amalgam.
Never mind. Oh, wait. Nope, that's not a counter. That's just them playing a...
Yeah, just a draw spell.
A very basic draw spell.
Okay.
Okay. Milling 3 lands is actually really nice.
Yeah, it was like
and +1.
land and one of the locked. That's fine. Pass it. Yep. Then from here we just start getting burly.
Ants. 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 The Burly Breakers, I think actually probably the better play, but I love the ants now. I'm all in on ants.
I like the ants for being wider here. What the fuck is happening? Uh-oh. A second flyer is...
They played that on their... No, that was 2 flash cards.
Yeah, it was 2 flash cards.
Hello? Equal to or the... Draw a card if your life total is higher than when you cast this card, is basically what that says.
Okay.
All right.
That's a whole lot of text for nothing.
White has gotten a lot better at drawing a card in the past 2 sets. They have their own, they have their own Mystic Remora now. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, it is greater than or equal to. Okay.
So they just don't want to take any hits. All right, so I'm gonna want to just unblockable them with the amalgam, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they'll draw 1 card off of this, but that's it.
Okay.
4/7. Now that's a type line for adults.
Yeah.
What beats a 4/7? Nothing. Nothing can beat a 4/7 in a fight.
I'm here for just huge damage. That's all I'm here for. That's all I need today. Big money, big damage. Sure. I can deal lethal damage to a werewolf if it hits it. Okay.
Hey, there's one of your ways to deal with flyers.
Yeah.
Playing your own slightly stronger numerically flyer.
No cards in hand. So they draw a card off Tome. And now it's a tapper. Putting the point there to make it immune to the, to the bolt. This is just 3 damage to target creature.
Mm-hmm. Full pass? Full concede. Okay.
Yeah. They don't have enough bodies to kill me.
Yeah.
And, like, we're going to kill them with 10 life. They're not going to be able to get out of this. Also, I'm going to be revenging something. Oh, my God. All right.
All right, server. You want to think about this? There. Okay.
Are you ready for the final game to see if this deck can make it to 7 wins?
6-2. Let's go.
I sure wasn't.
The Orangineer.
Orangineer.
Well, this hand can do stuff. A little bit.
Slightly worried about
Okay,
it.
it has a cantrip in it. Yeah. Okay, there you go. That's what you needed. Any early plays would also have been nice.
green. You want to go long game against me? Alright. Time to crack her knuckles. Alright.
I think their long game might have a lot of removal.
They might have
is
kill
the
spells.
thing,
Yeah,
though.
they might have kill spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have that recursion.
You do have your recursion, so that's not that bad. Yeah. Startle actually can be used as a combat trick against Pestilent Wolf if they decided to give a death touch.
Yep, that'll be really nice. Especially because we're holding some pretty gnarly big, the big boys. We have the haulers.
Two Craigs.
Craig and Craig.
The other Burly Breaker is Corey, so these two are Craigs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Alright.
That's what I thought. They're holding like just a full grip of removal. Alright.
That's fine. I'm sorry, what the fuck is this?
Oh, it's an Invoker.
Also, like, okay, it's like the easiest Coven enabler in the universe, right? Like, that's the whole point.
Yeah, because it's a 0/4, it creates a 1. Yeah. Literally all you need is any other 2 or better creature. Its Coven is pretty much always on, and it is otherwise a board buster. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna be flying out a lot of windows here. Oh fuck me.
Okay, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah. Do you have one more defense trait?
That's transparent as hell.
Yeah, I'm just taking the hit.
If you have the that's got vigilance, right? So
Yeah. Second attack for 6. I guess let's just do that and see what happens.
yeah. Because they're gonna kill it, regardless, and like you attacking in doesn't change that. And if they have some kind of untap trick and followed up with like just more power.
Oh no, they actually
do
killed
have
us
startle.
They killed us with the wolf, which is a bit of a pain.
Well, okay. I mean, you have startle though if they don't pay for the.
Oh my god!
That touch doesn't do anything if they can't follow it up, you know?
There's an onboard trick that kills me.
Oh. They didn't notice it.
Alright.
I didn't notice it either, so
That
hey,
was what
it's
that was what
understandable.
yeah, that was what I didn't look at it because the moment you can see what your opponent's looking at. Yep. Wait, they just turned off Coven.
Nice. Oops, they recognize that, yeah, they just turned off Coven.
Yep.
Your own Pestilent Wolf also can hold back anything that they put down, right?
I can also like path to go grab the green the black and scry one.
Sure, that's also good. I think all 3 of your cards have a reason to be played is the main thing. That's okay.
That'll be fine, yeah. Evasion might get there.
Okay, yeah, they were forcing that. Have 8 mana available to you, so you can't. You can do two spells here,
Yes.
and you can attack in safely. They can't activate the mentor right now. And even if they could, they couldn't kill the brawler anyway.
They can
because if they spent 6 of that, then they wouldn't be able to grab.
They can double activate their
pup for it to survive. Okay, yeah.
I'll just get a creature off the board though. Cool. Okay, and they're just building up a threat. So this is just get some flyers
that's fair.
going.
And if you play the wolf, that would also turn off the pup, so... Or the troop, yeah, that's good too. Get your own, like, get your own token generator at this point.
The reason I'm thinking this is because it starts doing that.
Yeah.
We can start pushing the air. Ha.
There's their other defenestrate.
Yep, we knew that there was more of those. Sure. Still don't have Coven. Yeah, we can't block that. Well, wait. Wait.
Would block it. You'll still get it. Yeah, you'll still have a flyer. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like, what do I care, right? Like, alright, so then we go... Because that gets one of their biggest threats off the table.
They're going to have to start building up on the Rejuvenator now for the same effect, and they can only do that when the Hound Trainer only targets itself unless it's flipped, right? In which case it can target anyone.
No, it can target anyone on both sides.
Oh, wow. Okay. Card's really good.
Yes, it's also a 3/3 trample with that text. Anyway, I'm just making flyers. This is my game plan.
All right.
That's somehow not as threatening.
I don't think that's as good as the Tamer, honestly. The Tamer's effect is more powerful. There's the good stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, like, theirs is nowhere near as threatening as our copy of it, which is...
Yes.
Like, yeah, that's nice.
Get Corey down immediately. Not necessarily immediately, but whenever it becomes necessary.
Yeah.
Reduces the cost of Diagraph Rebirth? Okay, creatures that died this turn.
Doing that so that we use our black mana so that I have flashback possible.
Hmm.
Okay. That card is dangerous because it gains trample.
Unless on candles, though.
But, like, we're also burly as hell, so...
They're dead next turn.
Yes.
Like, that's the thing. You've got 6 damage in the air. You've got 6 damage in the air and also ways to get your flyers back. And they know you have the Diagraph Rebirth because, well, first off, they can see it. Second, yeah.
Let's get our burly boys back together. They return. Nice Grave Titan, dude.
Wow.
You had that
Yeah,
like
that
a
is
couple
kind of Grave Titan, huh?
Had that a couple turns ago, we might have lost this one, but whew. Yeah, Numbit points it out. Our weakness is flyers, and their deck is ours. So we have 2 Gale drifters.
All we need to win. So get nice 7 wins on this deck as well after that complete mess of a draft.
Shit. This makes me feel like good at Magic. Like, you know, that's a nice feeling. Like, take a draft that just looks like a absolute, you know, wreck of a skeleton of a pickup truck, and we take it out the other side.
Open up Scryfall, search garbage fire. Wow, it's picture your draft.
Wow. So,
but just like garbage fire, turns out can be more effective than you think.
So, all right, that was 2 long as heck drafts. This format's sweet. One of the things I've liked so far is that, like, so far I've had success with, like, all sorts of different, like, ideas of decks. Like, time for 3? God, no. I need to be awake in 7 hours. Like, that ain't happening.
This is because of that whole, like, every creature on the board feels meaningful thing. And the way that you generate creatures that are there to die and to be sacrificed. Weirdly enough, this feels like a much, and I do mean this, simpler board, like, kind of format as Rise of the Eldrazi. Like a much simpler version of it.
But it also, like, unlike Rise, it looks like there's some pretty powerful aggro decks that can just go under your, like...
Yeah.
Like, Rise had, like, 1 that could go under you, but for the most part, there weren't any. Here,
it was
the vampire deck can just kick your ass in 5 seconds if it wants to. That, like, we had that game where we only won because we drew both Cathars, right?
For sure, yeah.
But yeah, one of the things, like, on that, one of the things that's been really enjoyable is that, like, because we have a lot of these meaningful cards, everything kind of does something on the board, or even on death. Like, there's a lot of creatures that have, like, disturb, so, like, even if they die, you keep getting a little bit more value out of them. But, like, we've also seen for both this draft, last draft, and our opponents, like, there's a pretty wide swath of playable decks. We've seen, like, pedal to the metal aggro. Like, we're playing big ass ramp, you know, 50, yo, Fitty, hit that big ass ramp. That's us. We've seen, like, I want to say the Kiln Fiend feels like a combo deck at the end of the day. We've seen a wide range of different controlling mid-range styles with, like, zombie tokens, and, like, it just feels like there's a lot to do. Like, the format well enough, big problem is it feels like it lacks an identity. I can see that. Like, it just sort of feels like cards. Like, it has Innistrad stuff, but kind of less of it. I don't know. I'm having fun with it, though, so that's good. So, anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for joining, everybody. Thank you, Doc, for jumping on in. Hope you had a fun time.
I did. I'm actually really enjoying watching this format. It seems like a fun time, as you described.
Yeah. So, if you want to catch more, you can always follow Sooner Go Live. Upcoming streams, we got tomorrow, Slay the Spire. Thursday, Lightning Returns continues. And Friday, Tales of Arise continues. So, a lot of RPGs on the table where we're making our way through things. Doc, you got anything going on in the future?
Well, yeah, I've got a marathon that starts up in 10 hours. 10.5 hours.
All right, go check out Doc tomorrow. Good. Oh, right. Shit. It's fall. Of course.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what?
It becomes fall in a half hour
right
on my end, so there you go. That's why I have to do one.
Yeah. All right.
I have installed 65, I think, individual mods for Final Fantasy 15, a game I have never played. So
Oh, I am so excited for that. Like, just from like the something like an hour of Sunup playing, like with a billion mods on there. I check it out. Go check that out tomorrow. You'll have a fun time. It's gonna be sweet. All right, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for joining, for everybody. Have a good night.